I debated acknowledging this at all because that's exactly what this man wants. And I'm sure he has something to promote because he disappears and only shows back up again once he has something to sell. But what are we doing? He has two daughters, one that is certainly old enough to be on the internet, and two young sons that he's supposed to be setting an example for. Not only does he have a God complex, but this is a man that also claims that he is a God-fearing Christian. And then he marries this woman who's 30 years old. She's the head of architecture at his brand. This is a smart, educated woman. Okay, maybe not smart, but educated. She has a bachelor's and master's in architecture. Ever since they've been together, he has paraded her around in the most obscene outfits I've ever seen. This one obviously being the most egregious. I'm clearly not on the carpet this year, so I texted a few of my friends that are and asked them, did they walk all the way down that 500-foot carpet like this? And both of them said, I don't think so. Bianca at one point was wearing a jacket and then she took it off at the step and repeat, which I guess is a good thing because, by the way, when you go to the Grammys, there are two lanes. There's a lane for people attending because it's at crypto, so it's a huge event. And that is everybody from executives to children. Then you have the actual red carpet side where all of the nominees walk and where all the press is. And that includes broadcast, on-camera interviews. So she was walking down this essentially nude because, by the way, I don't know if you can tell, but she is wearing something. It's just extremely thin. All of these broadcasters could have so many violations, so it seems as if they avoided doing that by keeping her in the coat until the step and repeat. Like, what are we doing here? This is so tired. This is so gross. I hate to assume that she does not have any say-so in this because she is a grown adult. One of the things I have always thought about Kanye and Kim's relationship was that he was way too controlling of her image, and what he wanted her to be. And anytime I have seen this woman, her name is Bianca Censori, by the way, which is kind of ironic since censor is in her last name. Anytime I've seen Bianca with Kanye, she is wearing something that is so humiliating. It's not only cringe, but it's deeply, deeply unsettling. But I have to wonder, is she a willing participant? She married the man and she's a grown adult. There is no amount of money and any prearranged anything that could convince me to do this. Because the fact of the matter is, if and when they get divorced, she's going to have an NDA and she won't be able to talk about any of this shit. Like, my first inclination is to say, can somebody help her? Like, Kim, for the love of God, can Kim help her? Can somebody help? If I'm a mom, I do not want my kids around whatever this is. Would love to ask Kim, how do you even explain something like this? Because her kids will see this. It's just so deeply disappointing that this is what he has to resort to now to get any type of attention. He cannot just let his talent speak for itself.